global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. Fairly recently, Governor Nyesom Wike applauded the President of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, over his activities and the fact that he is the father of all Nigerians and he has been doing exceptionally well, showing that indeed he has a human heart. And he even employed him to please come down to Rivers State to see what they're doing, the projects they are, have been embarking on, and hope that he would come and usher it up for them. Well, it looks as if finally Nyesom Wike has entered the radar as Adesina, Femi Adesina, the media person to the presidency, have decided to open up the cankerworms of Wike, and this time around he's taking his time to do a very fantastic write-up. I will read the write-up for you, then you would see the angle he's coming from. Now that's Adesina now writing. He said, "It came like a bolt out of the blue. Early this week, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike issued an advertisement which went in a completely different direction compared to what he had always said of President Muhammad Buhari. The Wike we knew was either usually crying wolf, where there was none, alleging that the federal government wanted to kill him, or claiming that he was not answerable to the central government at Abuja in any way, or even pontificating that the president and his political party, the All Progressive Congress (APC), had failed the country in diverse ways. If not for the maturity and the avuncular attitude of the President Buhari to all state governors, it would have been easy for one to conclude that he and Wike were enemies, in fact, sworn enemies. There was also the then Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose, who had formed a tag team with Wike in the anti-Buhari tendency. The president could have dealt with them in many ways, either overtly or covertly, but he let them be. He was a father ready to tolerate his many children, irrespective of their differing idiosyncrasies, propensities, and predilections. A couple of weeks back, the Federal Executive Council (FEC), of which President Buhari is the chairman, had approved the refund of 148 billion naira to 5 states in the country for repair of federal roads. They included Rivers, Cross River, Bayelsa, Ondo, and Osun. Of the 5 states, only Ondo and Osun belong to the APC. The other 3 are of the opposition party, that's PDP, People's Democratic Party. Rivers under Wike was particularly combative, truculent, if not at times insulting. But the president did not let that influence his decision. He did what was right, fair, and just, irrespective of party affiliations or personal inclinations. Rivers State got the highest figure of 78.9 billion naira, and I remember some people asking me why the president should give such money to a governor who would call him names the next day. But that was where Wike surprised everybody. Last Monday, he issued newspaper advertisement with the title, "Thank you, our dear president." Dear president? False? True? Was it the printer's devil? No, not at all. The governor boldly appended the signature to the document. He thanked the president for approving the refund, noting Mr. President has, by this remarkable and heartwarming gesture, shown not only your love for the government and the people of Rivers State, but also demonstrated expressly that you are indeed a president for every state of the Federation and all Nigerians. False? True. Printer's devil? Not so. The governor went on, "I assure you that the Rivers State government is willing and ever ready to cooperate and partner with the federal government to advance the developmental aspirations of Rivers State in particular and our nation in general." On seeing the above, I am sure millions of people must have cleaned their eyes, wondering if they were reading correctly. Having satisfied themselves that there were no cataracts, they went ahead. I wish to therefore appeal to Mr. President to kindly oblige us a state visit when invited to see what we have accomplished for the state and our people with the money. Wike inviting President Buhari on a state visit, false? True. Printer's devil? Not at all. He meant every word of it and therefore appended his signature. Many times I had responded as spokesman to the president to wolf cries by the Rivers State governor. At a point, I began to ignore such cries, just as I did to Fayose before him. Mr. President simply took all the wild allegations in his stride and continued working for the country, all parts of the country. In January 2018, there had been vicious killings in some part of the country, states like Taraba, Benue, Plateau, Yobe, Rivers, and Zamfara. The president decided to embark on sympathy and solidarity visit to the state. All the governors were receptive except Wike, who said the visit was a small screen meant to revive the dying APC in Rivers State. Apart from Jesus Christ, we don't know of anyone who has risen a dead thing. APC is a dead party in Rivers State. No matter how you fast and pray, it will never wake up, he had said. Again, he declared at another time, talking of the president, we are the only state that the federal government refused to pay us our money used to execute federal projects because I don't go to see him in the night. And I won't go. He's not my friend. He's not doing well. When about 20 people were killed on New Year's Day 2018 in Amoko area of the state and the president wanted to visit, Wike demurred. He said there were killings every day all over the country and it meant the president must visit every state on a daily basis. The circle had turned fully round and Governor Wike is inviting the president to visit. He says he's our president for every state of the federation and all Nigerians. Wonderful! So people say it is the 78.9 billion naira that is working and the governor is clearly inebriated by that windfall. But I don't think so. Rivers is by no means a poor state. The amount is handsome, no doubt, but the state is oil rich and can hold her own when it comes to finances. I rather choose to believe that Governor Wike had been playing a curious kind of politics all along and now fairness and justice have touched him in a positive way. He's not my friend, he's not doing well, he has said. Now he's calling the man our dear president, asking him to be assured of our profound esteem. Wonders indeed shall never end. There are millions upon millions of us around the country who love President Buhari and believe in him. We are called Buharists and we have no apologies. They abuse us, they derail us, they malign us. At times they even threaten us, but we remain who we are and what we are, Buharists, come rain, come shine. We do love the president and unconditionally too. He is flawless, perfect man. Is he a flawless or perfect man? Does he run a perfect, flawless government? Not exactly so. And I have not seen anyone in this world. But we stand by him through thick and thin, like Dr. Kolo, one of the Buhari Amazons posted on Facebook earlier this week. We do not support him because we like him, but because he gives us solid, verifiable reasons to love him on a daily basis. I see a man with solid integrity, honesty, sense of accountability. I see a man bringing enduring change to agriculture. I'm glad Governor Wike had now seen what we have seen a long time ago, some of us as far back as 1983, and he has realized that it was time to stop the kind of politics he has played all the while. My friend Lawrence Mba summed it up by saying, for those who constantly manage PMB and call them all sorts of unprintable names, 78.9 billion naira is your answer. You simply won't give those you hate 78.9 billion naira. I see that this gesture has truly humbled Nyesom Wike. Politics is all about propaganda. I salute PMB for a show of maturity in all this grandstanding by Southeast and South-South politicians. Go to Enugu Port, Harcourt Expressway, Onitsha, Enugu, Second Niger Bridge today. Talk was cheap. PMB showed up. Enough of the rhetoric. Biko. We said it that President Buhari hates no part of the country. He has come to serve and not to be served. He is fair, equitable to all, but they said our mouths were smelling and we should shut up. Governor Wike has now vindicated us. We are glad, we believe. Now that is the long write-up of what Adesina wrote. Now I knew that Wike saying what he said is going to bring this issue up. Now people even started asking him, is he porting to APC? Is he leaving PDP to APC? But he has said it. You have heard what Adesina have said. I know that Adesina will capitalize on this and begin to run his mouth. But let me say, this is my personal opinion, that he appreciates him Politicians are politicians. They're not straightforward. Sorry, with all sense of humility and with due respect. But let's say the truth the way it is. Insecurity is biting us seriously in this country. Let's call a spade a spade. Corruption is eating deep into this country. Let's leave all this issue of praising yourself, giving yourself so much praises on the social media. Talk is cheap, like he has rightly said. We want proofs, we want hard facts. What is happening in our security network? What is going on? Some of these states are having issues. How do we go about